Hello everybody and welcome to the Oculus Rift Apollo 11 experience. Let's get started. Gonna do this. Whoops. Gonna do this. Whoops, it's stuck on something. There we go. Just gonna move my mic to here. Let's see. Hello. Okay, let's get started. Hopefully this is running smooth for you guys. I can't run it at 60 frames per second just because it makes everything really laggy. At least on my end and the Rift it's laggy. I don't know if the recording would be. I'm guessing it would be. I keep hitting the mic. I apologize. Did that in the last video of this. So this is going to be, I guess, the history of the Apollo 11. I don't think it's too long. If it is, I'll cut it up for you guys. John F. Kennedy. Good. Following was delivered at his speech. Having a slight problem. Okay, I'm good now.
Can fully grasp how far and how fast we have come.
This is just super cool.
The 50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of but a half a century. Stated in these terms.
Check this out, everybody. What's behind me?
Except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them. Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year. And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Newton explored the meaning of gravity. Last month, electric lights and telephones and automobiles and airplanes became available. Only last week did we develop penicillin and television and nuclear power. And now if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking pace. And such a pace cannot help but create new ills as it dispels old. New ignorance, new problems, new dangers. Surely the opening vistas of space promise high costs and hardships, as well as high reward. So it is not surprising that some would have us stay where we are a little longer, to rest, to wait. But this city of Houston, this state of Texas, this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wished to look behind them. For the eyes of the world now look into space, to the moon, and to the planets beyond. And we have vowed that we shall not see it governed by a hostile flag of conquest, but by a banner of freedom and peace. The exploration of space will go ahead, whether we join in it or not. And it is one of the great adventures of all time. Those who came before us made certain that this country rode the first waves of the Industrial Revolution, the first waves of modern invention, and the first wave of nuclear power. And this generation does not intend to founder in the backwash of the coming age of space. We need to be a part of it. We need to lead it. Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind. And its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why 35 years ago fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon.
Whoa.
We choose to go to the moon go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Take the line.
So, sorry I was quiet, but I didn't want to talk over the president's speech. Now, I don't think that's it. I think there's probably more, but that was really cool. I just didn't want to interrupt the speech. Sorry about that. Yeah. Alright.
I think the
Whoa.
most memorable thing that I can recall about that particular day was the opportunity while my two friends here were being put into the spacecraft to stand alone by myself out there and look at the rocket and the quietness and see the sun come up and the waves rolling in and the evidence of the millions of people watching, but nothing specific, and just so quiet, and to realize that indeed such a contrast was going to take place, all the frantic activity preparing the rocket, but it was so quiet up there for me personally, and that in a very few moments we were going to be departing in a great roar and off for a momentous event.
So, whenever there's someone talking, I don't want to interrupt them. So, sorry about that. But, once we get into the rocket, the only talking we'll probably hear is from the people at the NASA base. Not really a speech or anything. This is super cool, though. Oh. Hello, guys.
Thought we had a 90% chance of getting back safely to Earth on that flight, but only a 50-50 chance of making a successful landing on the first attempt. There's so many unknowns in that descending from lunar orbit down to the surface that had not been demonstrated yet by testing. It's a risk-reward.
Whoops, I hit the mic.
And you're able to accept a level of risk so long as it's commensurate with the reward that you will get by achieving the goal that you're after.
Alright. I'm not fooling around with that guy. Okay. We're getting into the rocket. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
T-minus 1 minute, 35 seconds.
Holy crap.
Mission, the flight to land of the first men on the moon. All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are at go. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown.
Whoops.
Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence.
Oh, there's a countdown right there.
We're approaching the 60-second mark on the Apollo 11 mission. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. Neil Armstrong just reported back. It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from the Apollo 11 liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go with Apollo 11. 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds.
This is freaking awesome.
And counting.
I just can't believe that there's stuff like this available.
15 seconds. Guidance is in.
Oh, there's our timer. Let's watch it.
12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Oh, we're going up.
32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower clear.
We got a roll program. Neil Armstrong reporting the roll
I keep hitting the mic. I'm so sorry.
30 seconds.
Holy crap! Whoa!
Altitude's 2 miles. Oh, 11 Houston, you're good at 1 minute. Downrange 1 mile, altitude 3-4 miles now. Velocity 2,195 feet per second.
This is so awesome.
11
oh.
Houston, thrusters go all engines, you're looking good. Roger, you're loud and clear, Houston. We're through the region of maximum dynamic pressure now. 11 Houston, your guidance is converged, you're looking good.
We're in space.
Set 8 miles downrange, 12 miles high. Velocity 4,000 feet per second. Stand by for mode 1, Charlie. Mark, mode 1, Charlie. 1, Charlie. Cliff Charlesworth taking a staging status. This is Houston, you are go for staging. Tower's going. Roger, Tower. Inboard cutoff. Inboard engines out. I'm inboard cutoff.
We're a floating pencil. We made it to space. Oh my. I don't even know what to.
Be advised, the visual is go today. This is Houston, roger out. Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look out.
This is really, really cool. Uh-oh, where are we going?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This is really cool. And this is obviously the demo because you can see it there. If you guys like this game, I mean, you should go support those guys on Kickstarter. It's a really cool game. Me myself might do that. Whew. Wow. Alrighty. Well, everybody, I'm just gonna take this off. And I'm gonna take this off. And, well. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna hold it up so you guys can stare at those guys. Yeah, that's there we go. There. How's it going? It's going like this, like a telescope or binoculars. So this is really, really cool. I suggest you guys, if you guys do have an Oculus Rift, Rift, try this out. It's really awesome. But if you guys really do want an Oculus Rift, to be honest, I don't recommend getting it until the full consumer version. Now, this is a DK2. This isn't the full-on experience. This one, the things that can be improved, obviously, is number one, the quality. It's not, I mean, it's 1080p, but it's not 1920 by 1080p. It's like, I think 960 by 1080p. I don't remember. It uses the screen of Samsung Galaxy Note. I'm pretty sure. But that's the main thing that can be improved, is the quality. Small things like maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't really notice much juddering, but maybe like, I don't know. That's all I can really think of that could be improved. I'm sure there's a lot more things. I just can't think of any. But yeah, I'm gonna actually set this down. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, you can still see them. Okay. Yeah, but this is really awesome though. This is like the next of the next gen in my opinion. You know, you got your Xbox One, you got your PS4s, you got your supercomputer games. Next after that is gonna be this, I believe. It's awesome. Ever get an opportunity to try it out, I do recommend it. It's freaking cool. It's not just putting a screen to your face that can move and stuff, but it's 3D, so it actually looks like you're there. It looks real. It's really cool. But other than that, that's my final words for this. I will see you guys next time. This is awesome. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah.